this is Spencer with Saugus Community Television, and I just wanted to know what you have going on around here.
Well, today kicks off Fire Prevention Week, and what we do every year is we have an annual open house. And at the open house, we give everyone that comes, children and particularly families, an opportunity to come down, take a look at our equipment, operate the hose lines at actual fire targets, go through our smokehouse, climb all over all the apparatus we have. And it's an opportunity the kids don't get very often, but this is a special day for us and for them. And at the same time, we pass on a lot of fire prevention messages. And Sparky, come here, Sparky. Sparky comes every year down, and with the opportunity for every kid here to have his picture taken with Sparky and to get to meet Sparky the fire dog. And it's a great day for families, and we treat them to pizza and soda at the same time. So it's a great day, and we get across a fire safety message. Right, Sparky? What a lot of people don't know is that in addition to being firefighters, we're all EMTs or paramedics, and that we respond to every medical aid that comes in over 911 in all its sorts. And on every one of these fire engines is all the equipment that they have on an ambulance, and we're all trained and licensed to use it. The only thing we can't do is transport the patient. The ambulance for Saugus comes from Walnut Street at Route 1. So who do you think is going to get there first? The fire engine from here, or all the way from up on Route 1. Fire engine gets there first, the firefighter EMTs treat the patient. When the ambulance gets there, we update them on the condition of the patient, pre-existing medical conditions, and give them the patient's vital signs, pack them up on the gurney, and they take them to the hospital. Well, that's where they're going right now. Engine 3's going to the medical area. All day and all night. And they do a magnificent job. And they're all licensed EMTs or paramedics.
Hi, I am Spencer from Saugus Community Television, and I just wanted to know what your name was and why you're here and what's going on.
Okay, my name's Donna Wong, and I'm part of the Selectmen Board in Saugus. And this is an open house for the fire department where a lot of residents are coming down to see the fire engines and let the kids see what they do here. And it's a great day. There's a lot of people here, as you can see, and you're here, and you have the hat on.
I'm king of the world! Chief, can you tell us about this engine right here?
Sure. This is a 1942 Ford fire engine, and it belongs now, it used to belong to the Saugus Fire Department, and now belongs to Emergency Management, and their director, Paul Panaccio, allows us to use it on this day to give people an opportunity to see what the equipment looked like in 1942. As you can tell, it's pretty interesting. It has a full pump on it. This fire engine actually works and will pump water. If you can see, if you look at the front here, you'll see that there's no roof on this fire engine. And that's the way fire engines always were. When I first started on the job, there was no roof. And people always ask, why no roof? No roof was designed so that when you pulled up to a building that was on fire, you could look up at the building and you could see where the fire was. You could see any people that were in windows. If you have a roof on top, the theory was you couldn't see them. Of course, today, with all the glass on our fire engines, we can see fine. But when I started, all of the apparatus was no roof on them. And in the winter, it wasn't very much fun. And when it rained, it was worse than that, because the vehicle would just fill with water from a heavy rainstorm.
I'm not going up on that thing! Chief, I just wanted to know what this building behind you is.
Well, this is our fire safe house, and what we do with this house is it's set up as an actual home, and we have a smoke machine hooked up to it, and the children are able to come in here, and we run them through an evacuation plan, and we put smoke into the room they're in, whether it's a bedroom, a kitchen, and a smoke detector sounds, and we get to see if the kids do the right thing. If they get down low on their hands and knees and crawl under the smoke to the door, test the door with the back of the hand, crack it open if it's clear, and exit. And that's what we're teaching them in here. And you can see every once in a while the smoke come out when we evacuate the, and the smoke is harmless. It's a theatrical smoke. but it gives kids an opportunity to see what it's really going to be like if they encounter smoke in their house, and we teach them what to do. So it's a great training aid, and it's fun for the kids too. They like it.
I'm gonna try and get some of those targets behind me.
Pull it back towards you. Pull that right towards you. You got it? That's it. No, don't get your legs apart like this. Look at me. Come on the side of the hose like this. Sideways. You got that foot out in front of you. You want to get a good base. There you go. Oh yeah. Doing it? You making it happen or what?
What do you have going on here with this boat?
Well, I'm just actually, this is the only boat we have in Saugus. We're in need of another boat. And we have a lot of ponds and rivers in Saugus that require us to go out there when we have people who have fallen through the ice or any kind of water emergency. This is the boat we use. But for right now, I'm going to do a little demo and show you how the gear has changed over the years, the protective equipment a firefighter wears. What you're looking at here is an ensemble that a firefighter would wear in around 1943. And all they wore to protect them from the fire was a rubber raincoat, just a little felt lining, there's no protection at all, and they'd snap this raincoat on. This was the helmet they wore. It's a very basic helmet, there's no suspension system in there, and a pair of hip boots, and that's what they'd wear to protect them from the fire. It was very dangerous, there was no protection from the flames, the heat, and the smoke, and they did the best job they could. They did a magnificent job. And today, this is the equipment we're using. You can see the difference in the coat. This is a firefighter's coat. It's a short coat. It's got several liners in it. It's an outside liner, this inside liner. And when you put this coat together, if you'll notice, it's got Velcro and snaps, so that when you put it together, it overlaps, then it overlaps again and snaps in. A full throat flap that covers your throat. And what you're trying to do is minimize the exposure of your body to any of the products of combustion. And now we don't wear hip boots anymore. This is what we wear for boots. And again, full line, three layers of lining with the Velcro. And you step into these boots and pull them up with the suspenders. And this is what they're wearing to protect their lower torso. And a helmet with a full suspension system in it. Flaps to protect them from the heat and burning embers. Chin strap to keep the helmet on. And breathing apparatus. This is what a firefighter would wear on his back, hooked up to a mask. And there's 30 minutes of air in this bottle that allows us to work in a contaminated atmosphere where no one else could ever breathe. It allows us to get in there, do our job, do a search, take people out if we have to, and still contain the fire. And it's so much better equipment. It keeps the firefighters much safer. But for many, many years, they used the old raincoat with that helmet, and they did a magnificent job. But technology has changed, and we've taken advantage of it.
What is the suspension in that helmet?
Well, right here, it's very similar to what the construction guys have been wearing for years. It's a suspension system that keeps your head from actually touching the outside of this helmet. So anything that hits you in the head, you wouldn't feel it through here, because your head would be suspended in this suspension system. And the ratchet on the back is almost a one-size-fits-all. You can turn this and you can tighten this up so it fits you really well.
Wow, technology has changed over the years.
It's improved, and we've taken advantage of it, fortunately for us.
Are the boots attached to the lower half of the protection?
No, that's a great question. They look like they are. They're together like this, so you can put it on really quickly when you pull them out, when you pull them up. But they're not attached, and the reason they're not attached is when you come back from a fire, you're covered with all kinds of stuff. Insulation from the house, plaster. You're just covered with junk from the fire. And what you do is you walk into the firehouse, you go in the back, and there's a shower. And you go in that shower with your fire equipment on. And you pull a big ring, and it washes all that stuff off of you, goes into a drain where we capture it in a tank to be disposed of later. And then you take your gear off. You take your pants off, right? And they go in a washing machine, a special washing machine out there that washes your turnout gear. This is called turnout gear. That washes it to try and get those chemicals off of this stuff. so that you're not touching it with your bare hands and being exposed to it. So we do wash our stuff all the time. It's more than just a job, it's like a calling for us. So it's really special, but it's really hard. It's really hard. And don't forget, fire never takes a vacation, so consequently, we're here working every single day and night of the year. So when you're at Thanksgiving, enjoying a Thanksgiving meal with your family, all the firefighters, we're here at the fire station. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, you're enjoying Christmas with your family, we're here. Because fire never takes a holiday or a vacation. It's there all the time. So you have to give up a lot to be a firefighter. You're going to be here on your holidays and days off.
Wow, I bet that's really disappointing.
Well, it is. It's hard for your family. Your family gives up a lot, your children and your wife, because they're having Christmas and the dad's not there. So it takes a lot for them as well.
Hey folks, I hope you had fun today. Anyway, I've got to run because I've got an emergency to take care of.